Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Duskmourn draft here on the channel. Let's dive in. Okay, we have opened probably the best rare in the set, Valgavoth's Onslaught. So basically, you'll cast this for 5 mana to make 2 4/4s, or 7 mana to make 3 5/5s. Both of those modes are insane. If you ever cast it for X equals 4, that's even crazier. But yeah, 2 or 3 is generally good enough to win the game. And yeah, that's going to be the pick by a mile. If I wasn't taking that, this is kind of like a board sweeper, which is kind of interesting. There's also Get Out, which isn't the greatest, but sometimes you have enough like valuable permanents that you care about returning that you're willing to play. A hard to cast counter spell that has some extra upside in the late game. This card is more of a reanimation target than a hard cast card, but you can cast it if you need it. Then there is Trial of Agony, a card I don't love, kind of hard to use. There's Threats Around Every Corner, which would probably be my pick if I wasn't taking the Valgavoths, just because I think it's like fine on its own and like good if you get any other triggers. So if you get like a second trigger from another manifest card. And then I don't think any of the other commons are special. This is probably the best one. But I think I go boom, boom, and then maybe the board sweeper to try it out. Okay, so we already have the Onslaught. So we want to play green. So we're willing to bias ourselves towards green. Becomes the target of a spell or ability and opponent controls, draw a card. So we could just go for the Altenac deck and then just take every single copy of like whatever it's called, like Now You See Me, that we find. That would be kind of cutesy. There's like a no, it's called the Thrice Called, or no, it's whatever it's called. There's some sort of card that goes with this, and I kind of want to try it out. So we will take this card and try to build around it. Seeing its second pick is a bit of a signal. If I wasn't taking this, I could take Manifest Dread, Cautious Survivor. I think this card is also just fine as a 7-drop late game card. This card's also reasonable. Giving stuff flying is definitely powerful. And Unable to Scream is a good late game card. So kind of seeing what we want to see here. Nice late game card that helps you get to the late game, and a couple more green cards. We are almost certainly going to play green, or at least splash it to play this card because it's such a powerful card on its own. And so when you have a powerful card like this, you really want to follow it up with cards of its color so you can like play that color as a base color. So Altenac, the Thrice Called. Here I'm going to take the Fear of Missing Out. I think we could. The only green card is Grasping Longneck. Live or Die is like nothing crazy. Like you could play it and try to like reanimate an Altenac. I think it's better than Fear of Missing Out. But one thing I've realized, or that I try to do, is when I have a really good card to draw, getting powerful filtering is really valuable because every card I draw gets me one closer to Valgavoths. So if I can increase my odds of drawing it in a game from like 1 in 5, like 1 in 3 to like 1 in 5. No, I'm going the wrong way. From 1 in 3 to like 1 in. I should have picked a better number. 1 in 5 to 1 in 4. Then I've really helped myself there. So I am going to take the Fear of Missing Out. There's not a good green card. This card helps me filter through to draw it a little bit more often. There is an Arabella. This card, I think Red White's been a pretty solid performer. I've played against it a decent amount. There's also Live or Die, which I think is going to be good, especially if I'm trying to take the Thrice Called cards to go with the Altenac. But Live or Die, pretty reasonable. But Fear of Missing Out is also nice. Also goes well if you can get Altenac into play. Getting 2 attacks with that's pretty nice. So we're going to be doing that. Now there is a Moldering Gym Weight Room combo. I really like this card. I think it's nice to be able to potentially splash. It gives you a cheap thing to do and an expensive thing to do, and overall lets you play like some multicolor soup decks, which can be good. I don't know where the term soup comes from in there, but multicolored soup just means you play like a lot of like powerful cards in individual colors. I've tried it a couple times. I don't know if there's the support from raw power level cards. A lot of the powerful cards are synergy pieces, but I'm still going to take the Moldering Gym here over Murder and like Anthropede, which is fine, but you probably like only want one copy in a deck. Patch Plaything is pretty good. Fear of Falling is solid, but I'm pretty happy to get the Moldering Gym. Okay, now there is Hand That Feeds, there's Murder, there's Bashful Beastie. I'm probably just going to take Bashful Beastie. There's no reason to dip into black yet. I still have a fine red card, and this card's guaranteed to make my deck. As I said, I'm playing green. Every green card I get is a nice asset to have. If you're ramping, you want some powerful top-end stuff to ramp into anyway. And overall, we're seeing kind of what we need to see here to make our deck work. So, got some nice action so far. Altenac is also good just with ramp to go with it, so that you can play like a normal deck and then get to 7 mana easier. So we have a couple of like cards that we'd like to play for 7 mana. And so we're kind of in good shape there. Self-mill is also good with this card because then you can use it as a bit of a ramp spell. So that's good to know. Okay. Fanatic of the Harrowing. Disturbing Mirth. There's also Grab the Prize. I might actually prioritize this card a bit higher because of the Valgavoths. I think this card's normally better. The black cards is making black look open. There's also Split Skin Doll, which is just a really good card. Maybe I just take Split Skin Doll. I think this card's actually great. I already have, I mean, maybe not a good start for green-white, unless I'm building a more mid-rangey version. And Grab the Prize also just helps me dig for Valgavoths. Doll or Grab the Prize. I'm going to take Grab the Prize and just try to dig for Valgavoths as much as possible. Now I get a Terramorphic Expanse or a Grasping Long Neck. Terramorphic does help me fix for a splash for Moldering Gym if I want that. White maybe would have been open, but it just paired so badly with the late game green cards I have. I'll take the Expanse, I think, over the Long Neck. I can probably get one of those at another time. Perfect, another Grab the Prize. Normally I wouldn't prioritize this card, but I'm just going to try to play Valgavoths as often as possible. So I'm going to try an experimental draft where I just try to dig for it as much as I can. Here's the Beastie. Decent option. A third Grab the Prize or a Cautious Survivor. Honestly, maybe just take the Cautious Survivor this time. This gives me maybe some life gain, some bigger creature. But I like to do this for science. We'll balance science with a cautious hope to win. I really want to try Glimmerlight. I haven't gotten to play it that much or see it in play that much, so maybe that means it's bad, but I feel like it's got some nice flexibility to it. So it's kind of interesting to me. I guess we'll be doing a little bit of scientific inquiry this draft. And a late Bear Trap. I don't love Bear Trap, but you can play it if you have some Delirium payoffs. Okay, so we got Enduring Tenacity, so we don't have much life gain, so this isn't a huge priority for me. There is Painter's Studio, which is some card draw. I think that's totally fine. There's also Scorching Dragonfire, which I think I'm going to take instead. Giving your attackers a bit of a boost is nice, but I'm just going to be much happier, I think, with the easy removal spell. That card is totally fine. It's not as good when you have really expensive cards, though. It's much better in like a low to the ground aggro deck. This card's also fine. We have not yet seen any of the Altanac cards, so we'll have to take those aggressively if we see them, if we want to pull off our combo. I would have expected to see at least one in pack 1. But so far, Scorching is a fine start. So there's this guy, which is like a payoff for filling the graveyard. There's also... is this card worth playing? Probably. Especially, it does. We'll try it. Well, this is a good card, I think. Nice way to like kill everything else. I also think that Infernal Phantom is pretty reasonable as like a card that can sometimes do some stuff. I mean, it's like a 4-mana 2/3 that can get a 2-for-1 sometimes. When it dies, it can shoot something down, like trades with something and kill something else. Reasonable. This card's also fine. This card's fine. But yeah, pretty happy to get a Waltz of Rage here. We're seeing some green-black, central elevator, search for a room. There's 8 or more different names. So you win. We only have one room right now, the Moldering Gym. Don't think this card's particularly great for my deck. For other decks, it'd be good. I'll take the Watchdog, give myself some more filtering to dig for Valgavoth. Nice. Got the Wicker Folk. This card's going to be good in my deck. I think. I hope. I'm hoping. Chandelier. Could put back in my cards if I somehow mill one. And then I shuffle it back in with the Expanse. Synergy. But I'll easily take the Wicker Folk here. This card's going to be great in my deck. Okay, perfect. I get to get a Bleeding Woods here now. I wouldn't mind Keys to the House. Some fixing that can go to the graveyard. But Bleeding Woods is perfect because it's a land that just helps my colors out without any extra effort to me. Yeah, say its name. I mean, I'm just going to take this card over everything. We only have one so far, and we still have another pack to go. It's tough. Tough out here for the Say Its Name crowd. Dang, there was a part of me that was hoping that I would see another Say Its Name right there. Frantic Strength is okay. You can definitely do some stuff with that. Also Peculiar Lighthouse. A lot of our big stuff already kind of... I mean, that one doesn't, but this thing has Trample already. I don't think we're splashing, though, so I'll just take this. Sure, I'll take the Cemetery. Just take lands that I might be able to use if I'm splashing certain cards. Watchdog versus Branch Snapper. I'll take the Branch Snapper. It's nice if you're manifesting to have this card. Makes your deck a little more consistent. Ooh, Malevolent Chandelier. Maybe we'll play that as a way to prevent decking. We have a lot of Say Its Names. Okay, this is a very easy Betrayer's Bargain. There is Winter, which I don't think is a good card. I guess if each player is drawing 2 cards, that gets me closer to my thing than them. And I do have Delirium stuff. I just hate giving my opponent card draw. So, I don't think a 4-mana 3/4 is that good stats-wise, so I'll just take a really, really good removal spell instead. Now there's Chainsaw and Enduring Courage. Jeez. I don't even know which one's better. I mean, giving Altenac haste seems insane. Any of my top-end guys with haste seems insane. I'm going to try the Enduring Courage. I don't have a ton of removal spells. I have 2, 3. I think Chainsaw is excellent. Don't get me wrong. This card is absolutely stellar. But I think this card's going to be like a real win con for me. Let me put some pressure on my opponents. Easily take the Beastie Beatdown. I don't think we're going to get there on the Say Its Name dream. Unfortunately, it's real sad. We just didn't see the card. That's one of the weaknesses of the build around, is that it's good enough that other decks are interested. Sure, we'll take another Slavering Branch Snapper. We can start building here, so we don't really need the Chandelier. Probably don't need the Beastie. I don't think Glimmerlight's that good. Easy. Glassworks, perfect. Makes it for not taking the Chainsaw. This is the build right now. I think I would probably play it like this. Maybe I'd cut Say Its Name. Frantic Strength, number 2. Probably not making it in. Do I want Key just to enable Delirium? It is an artifact. I don't think I want it, though. It's just not that efficient on its own. Cool, God Hand that feeds. Nice little extra creature. I can afford to shave some lands with the land cyclers here. So I ended up only seeing the 2 grab the prize, but I think 2 is a fine number to play in this build. Boiler Bilges. We have a couple things we can sack to it. It's not that good in our deck, though. I wonder how the Enduring Courage pick is going to work out. I just imagine going this into Valgavoths. When you play Valgavoths, you win a lot of the time anyway, but like guaranteeing the win by hitting them for just 21 seems awesome. This card should not be coming around late. This is just really good. 2/2, 1/1, enchantment. Cut 1 forest because I have so many land cyclers. And cut 1 frantic strength. I have enough enchantments, yep. And this will be good. I'm excited to see how it does in action. Gonna make the Valgavoths the art, and I'll see you folks in the games.
Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, finding them helpful, if they've been helping you have more fun playing Magic the Gathering, then becoming a Patreon supporter is the best way to help me make more videos going forward. You'll also gain access to some exclusive rewards like my card-by-card draft tier list for Duskmourn and also my format thoughts document for Duskmourn, where I write some detailed analysis to help you do better in your drafts. I want to give a special shout out to those who support at the credits level. It really does make a big difference. And I just want to thank everyone on the Patreon in general. It does really help the channel grow and thrive. Without further ado, let's get to the games.
Welcome to round 1. Easy keep. Kind of has it all here. They are playing a white deck. I don't love the lands that make it hard to tell what deck they're playing. Not that it's that hard to tell, but like the borders are not as clear as like mine is like very clearly what it is. So 2 planes, but they don't have a different color. I'm gonna flash this in. I don't love scorching this, but I will. Because it's kind of telling me that they maybe are gonna stumble. And if you can make them stumble a little bit, you might as well. Like, they could just have their second color, but they don't appear to. Now they have this. And the goat. Okay. We will take down the goat. At some point, the goat's going to be a 4/4, and we won't be able to kill it. Which maybe means I'm supposed to do it in response, but yeah. Get a land into the graveyard for delirium purposes. I now have a 4/2 attacker. They might just kill this instantly. Nope. Beastie, sure. Maybe some sort of reanimation spell. They do not have delirium, or even close to it. I, on the other hand, do have delirium. I'm going to get the beastie going. Oh my gosh. That's devastating. Oh my gosh. That is so bad for me. My gosh. They milled my best card. And they get to manifest. Oh well. They could have easily milled 2 different cards and then I draw that, but still bad. Oh gosh. Mm-hmm. Okay. I wish I had a land to just play this as a 5/6 menace. That would be really good here. I do not want Teddy. Oh, man. Shucks. I'm so dead. They just could have animated their screen. Discarding the beastie was maybe bad. I just ran out of steam this game. Oh, welcome. We'll keep this hand. We have our best card, and that makes a lot of bad things go away. A lot easier to keep a hand when you have your best card. Because the games you do get there, you're so likely to win. Now, sure, if we don't draw a forest, we're going to lose. But, you know, if we do draw a forest, we're probably going to win. I'm running into their counterspell. Because if they have a counterspell, I'd rather they counter this than the onslaught. They might end up regretting that choice. Mm-hmm. No! Wow, they lucked out and killed the right one. Can't believe it. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's how Magic goes sometimes, though. If they kill the other one, I just get to, like, hit them for an extra 3 damage and have a resilient threat. Sure. Oh gosh, this is not good. I don't have my Scorching Dragonfire. They have me on a 3-turn clock. I am about to play a 9/9 trample. I figured they were activating that anyway, so they'd have plenty of cards. Okay. 9/9 trample. They only have 1 toughness right now, and I'm about to hit them with a bunch of power. Granted, they just need 1 removal spell, and I'm toasted. Here we go, Altenac. Yay! Oh my gosh, I can't believe we won. Ooh, Altenac is huge. Nice win. Welcome to another round. We will keep this hand on the play. Expanse being able to get a mountain is a game changer here. The real question is, what do we discard when we play the Fear of Missing Out on turn 2? I think we discard the Beastie. We're really far from it. And all of our spells are good. Black-white, okay. I'm fine with them getting to save 2 life and Manifest Dread here. Okay. So I can use Bear Trap. And then use this thing or this thing, and then I'll have Delirium and I'll be able to hit him for 8. Hmm. This seems pretty good to me. I get to do it again, right? So I get to hit him for another... This will hit them for 6 this time. The ultimate combo. No! I'll just do this. It's an easy 4 damage. I can activate this next turn. Yes! Oh, what a win. I mean, they didn't do a ton. I mean, I had a really good hand. I mean, yeah, that worked out great. See you next round. Welcome to another hand where we unfortunately have to mulligan. We have to hit specifically mountain to make this playable. It's just too sketchy. This hand's much better, though. I'm going to ditch the land, actually. We don't really need it to operate. I mean, we kind of do. I'm going to look real silly in a second here, but that's okay. It was between that and Cautious Survivor. They're going to look real bad if they have... what's it called here? Hold up the bear trap. They have murder mana up. Wow, this worked out perfectly. Oh my gosh. Ditches land, hits all the lands he needs to curve out. It's almost like we didn't mulligan because that plains wasn't doing... I mean, that extra forest wouldn't have done that much for us. Sure, it would have helped a little, but not crazy. They didn't kill it on turn 2. They just cycled. They didn't block. What does that mean? Are they going to reanimate this and really wreck me? Unfortunately, this is not an optional. So I couldn't like just play this as an extra threat, which I really wanted to do. It's funny, if I draw one of my discard, maybe deal some damage. That could be good. Now it has menace. Got him. Oh, man. Feels so good. Let's go. Woo! What they needed to do was use that at instant speed. Let me attack, get their block in, and then use that. Got the win. Here we go. Another game. We got our Patchwork Beastie on turn 2. Classic. They see me rolling my Patchwork Beastie. Fetch. Forest. There's no temptation to play grab the prize there. I can like mill and then see what I need in the graveyard, maybe use it to enable. Oh man. Oh man. If I'd only had another land for this. Ditch the Fanatic Strength. They also need lands. I don't really need the Bear Trap. I think I'm just going to discard to grab the prize. We're zapping them down. And now we have our Delirium. We have our Bashful Beastie. Beastie actually, Manifest is good in our deck because we have a lot of big creatures. They probably have a removal spell. So I'm just going to do this. I mean, they're holding up 4 mana. What could they possibly have? They have like a real hand. They have a real deck. They have to have something. So playing Beastie into murder versus just like deploying my game plan a little bit more seems good to me. Especially if they don't use that room this turn. If they use the room this turn, that's like something they did. Oh, man. Oh, boy. So they could use their kill spell now. Wow. So they had a good kill spell. That was going to really wreck my Beastie. I'm playing this into the Glassworks because I want to kill this thing. Yeah, these things are often just useless. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to kill them. I've been killing them a lot more. What? They're 2 for wanting themselves to kill my Cautious Survivor? That's insane. What the heck? Well, that's an awesome card. I will Scorching Dragonfire there, guy. No! Oh my gosh. I'm glad I didn't go for the Beastie Beatdown. If only this had been a chainsaw. No, you need to use the beatdown yet. Especially because if they play another small creature, Waltz of Rage will get them. No blocks. And I honestly could block. I don't want to take 6. Nice. I just need something to kill with this now. Did we get him? Oh! Think I've got him right where I want him. Yes! Oh, got the win. That was a weird one. Nice. Another day, another round. Actually, the same day, another round. And you're still afraid of missing out on your life. Because you've got this creepy looking enchantment thing telling you how to live your life. We're going to ditch a land. We're going to ditch a mountain specifically. Because this guy can be a mountain. Altanek can actually get the mountain back. If we want to. We will exile that. Actually, I'll just kill it now. They'll make a 0/0 and it'll die. I always like the way that animation happens. Because it is relevant. Sometimes there's cards that care about having creatures die. I like Enduring Courage here. I think it's going to do great work. Well, that's got to die. Shucks. They get some value. Dag nabbit. I always get so absolutely max punished for my tap lands. Sure. Gonna go get a mountain. All my lands come in tap. That's okay, though. Play Enduring Courage. I can't believe this doesn't have haste itself. I think it totally could and wouldn't be too good. Yikes. Wow, they chump block. That's probably smart, honestly. I just need to draw a couple more lands and then I'm off to the races. Excellent, excellent. Just what I wanted, just what I wanted. If I could have just drawn a mountain there, it would have been so good. Get him. So they have nothing here. They're just like, well, I hope he doesn't have anything. That's kind of my... That's the vibe I hope they have here. Okay, so they have a 2/1. That shouldn't save them. Unless they have a counterspell. Or a removal spell or bounce or something like that. Great, great. I love that. I absolutely love that. That makes me so happy. So pleased as punch. Yeah, I'm just dead, right? They attack with that. They attack with that. No, I'm not dead. Okay. Jeez Louise, I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, they had a second Flood Pits Drowner. So I get to draw another card. Okay. Come on, friendly Teddy. Yes! Oh my gosh, I can't believe we won. Enduring Courage is such a beast. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, indeed. That was crazy. I realized I've kind of stopped talking my playthrough. One thing I wanted to note, the reason that the Altanoc's not here. The reason I chose to block the Flood Pits Drowner was because I wanted them to target the Altanoc because I wanted to draw another card. And I was willing to take 2 damage to draw another card, which they might have had to sacrifice. They would probably have had to sacrifice the Flood Pits Drowner anyway to get rid of Altanac at some point. So maybe that was a terrible choice. Because they were probably going to have to do that at some point anyway. Yeah, why did I do that? I was like, I want them to use their Flood Pits Drowner so I can draw a card now. So I can have haste and I can win. That was kind of my logic. Maybe it was incorrect. Thinking about it, I'm not sure if I logicked it out all the way. Welcome. We're going again. We're crushing. We're going to win. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to lead with this tap land so I can guarantee 2-drop into 3-drop. That's an easy mistake to fall prey to. It's just like, oh, I want to be able to cast my 1-drop, but I don't really care about this card. They're going to go on the mill plan. Sure. So it'll just help me get to Delirium. If they go for that. And then this thing will be better. Blue-white. Okay. No, Valgavoth. If they mill me again, there's a decent chance that they... This is one of those things where I feel like they're like, yes, he didn't kill my crab. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't kill the crab. I'll kill the crab later when it's like any other point in time. And they're like, oh, I'll play another crab and get him for like 1 billion. Oh, that card would have been so good to draw. I would have killed all their stuff in a couple turns. Sure. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, I've lost my voice. But I am excited. Let's just rest assured with that one. Holy heck. No! I was gonna get to flip Altanac and hit them with it twice. Oh, it was going to be glorious. Okay. Now this is starting to be a little bit of a problem. So I will probably kill it now. But they only have one card in hand. They can't possibly kill me here. I mean, maybe they can, but if they can, good for them. Oh my gosh, I didn't see their glimmer token. I'm actually blind. Oh my gosh. That's so bad. It was hidden under their other glimmer token. Though to be fair, that probably saved me a lot of trouble. Gotta be honest, I feel ashamed. They're gonna mill me for 4 more cards. Okay, the crab has now died. I still have 5 cards left in my deck. Hopefully it's enough. Maybe I underestimated the crab in this particular instance where they literally played multiple enchantments every turn. Just gonna play this because it hits harder than the Beastie, but Beastie was a good draw. The Watchdog is like fine to deploy as a backup threat. But I'm leaving whatever I find on top. I only have 4 cards left. I'm gonna lose to this stupid crab because they have a really good crab deck, honestly. No joke. Okay. Sure. This doesn't have to mill me. I have 2 cards left. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a draw. So I can kill whatever they block the branch snapper with, or use it to deal an extra bunch of damage to them. They think they're going to live at 1 here, but it's going to be so cruel. Unless they have something, of course. I Can't believe it. I can't believe it. Did they have the only card that saves them? Now they get to draw 3 and look for a win? Oh my gosh, this game's been insane. Also, their username is based on a Brandon Sanderson book. That's pretty hype. Oh my gosh. I was so confident. Yep. Yes, we still won. I told you, the crab was not going to mill us out. It's not going to be a problem. That little crab isn't going to do anything. Oh my gosh, I let the crab live, and then they went double enchantment, like double enchantment. It was crazy. That was wild. Oh my gosh. See you folks next round. Welcome to the final round. We're 6-1. We're going to win this round. It's going to be great. We're keeping this hand. The funny thing there was it would have been so much easier to win if I hadn't not seen their Glimmer token, because I would have been able to double up attacks with one of my 7/6s one of those turns. Ditch the Frantic Strength because I can't use it at the moment. And it gets an enchantment in my yard. Sure. I don't love killing this, but I don't want to do nothing on my turn. And I'm kind of leaning towards the heavy on removal side, as you can tell. Sure. They're digging for the right colors, it looks like. Here they'll use this side, hopefully. I'll play my bear trap. Get him. Then I'll untap, use my thing, start pinging them. Which could add up over a long, extended game. Get him. I killed their room. Let's go. I will play this guy. It's still better to do than use this. This is like a last resort type thing. I really don't want to sack the enchantment, but I'm going to. Actually, end the turn. I'm going to wait for them to use this thing before I try to kill their creature. Because I feel like they're going to. And that's when I strike. No blocks. Mm-hmm. One of the cool things about this play is that if they want to use this, they have to, like, presumably not do anything else on their turn. Well, that's pretty good. I'm just going to use it for 7 next turn. And for now, I will... put the pressure on them. Sure. I wish I could have flipped this, because then I could have gotten the This would have trample. Yep. So they get to draw one card, and then I get to resolve this thing. And then I get to resolve this. I'm just going to play this and then hit them again for 11. Actually, I'm going to hit them for 11 and then play this. Altanac's been really good just casting it as a 7-drop. It's so big. Okay. I was so close to just being able to flip that to kill them. Like, it wasn't quite good enough no matter what. Yeah, we won! Oh! We cast Valgavoth's Onslaught exactly like twice in that entire draft. We did not need it to win that game. We could have totally won this game just by playing Altanac that turn, I think, from in most situations. But, like, our deck just really operated well. That was really, really cool. Do we have any takeaways here? A nice little trophy. First max win run of the set. Pretty awesome. Takeaways. I mean, well, Valgavoth was awesome, but in the games we did play it. Beastie was just pretty good. Bear Trap did some work. I was honestly pretty happy with the grab the prizes. So if you do pick these up, you can totally play them. They'll be pretty solid. Beastie Beatdown was absolutely stellar. Hand That Feeds plus Fear of Missing Out was pretty hilarious. And then the Betrayer's Bargain was excellent. Enduring Courage was just clutch in that one game. Altanac did some serious work. And our big guys were honestly great. Like, I really enjoyed having the big guys. Glassworks is fantastic. And Waltz of Rage we never got to use. But Enduring Courage really clutched that one game. If you did enjoy this video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag trophy. Actually, that's a spoiler. Don't leave that one, because then people will scroll to the comments and know that I crushed it. Leave hashtag crushing it, because that's a little bit more vague. Because it was really fun to do well with this deck. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.